Hello and welcome to our channel Indian Farmer in South Africa. We are going to start from today our daily vlog series. So we will show you what's happening on the farm, what are we doing on a day-to-day basis, and I hope you will enjoy these videos as well. We will continue to show the entire informational video of the produce that we are taking, what we are spraying, but also along with that we are starting this daily vlogs. Do let us know if you would love to see such videos and we'll continue to share so. So it's a nice beautiful day on the farm today. It's sunny and the clouds are clear, and then the work that we are doing today is the tomatoes. So I wanted to say that our tomatoes are overgrown. We wanted to tie them much before, but because of the consistent heavy rains that we had for the couple of weeks, we were not able to tie our tomatoes and they have overgrown. So now it's after fact that we are tying our tomatoes, although they are grown big, and I will share with you how we are tying those tomatoes. Tomato tree is loaded with tomatoes and it's becoming difficult for this tomato tree is loaded with tomatoes and it's becoming difficult for us to tie it. So we have given a good nice support to this plant, and slowly we are looking at every branch, making sure that the branches are not crumpled, but at the same time they're getting the right support at every stage, and then we will tie the top branch. We are also checking if any leaves are dead and they are infected with any disease. So when we are tying this tomato, one thing you need to observe is you don't tie the branch too hard. If you tie the branch too hard, it grows thick and then there's a chance of it breaking. So always make sure that it's slightly loose tied here, and then you pull it up. Okay, this is how we have tied it now, and you will see this plant has so many fruits, but as I told you, we were not able to tie it before. It has grown so fast because of all the rains. We are very grateful that we have a lot of rains, but yeah, farming is all about uncertainty. You'll see here, this plant is loaded with tomatoes and it's becoming a bit difficult to tie this plant now, and we also need to make sure that we are not damaging the roots of the plant. So all that we are going to do is we're going to give it a good support through a big stick, and then also removing all the dead leaves or the yellow leaves, and also checking if the tomatoes are damaged, and we also remove those damaged tomatoes. So for example, you see this tomato is damaged, so we will discard it. Then now we are giving it a support, a good support with a big stick. Okay. And then we will tie at the bottom, but also making sure that the tomatoes are not damaged and even the branches are not getting damaged. So you see here, I will show you, this tomato is damaged by this. You see there's a worm here, and this worm is what we spotted in our tomato plants. Now we will have to take a spray for this, and the damage that it does to the tomatoes is this. It makes holes in the tomatoes. So we didn't see a lot, but now that we have spotted on this plant, we know that it has infected, and we have to check all the other plants for the same thing and take a spray for it. Another thing I wanted to mention for the worms, if you are doing organic farming, the spray that you can take is Kangaroo Shield, and the key ingredients in Kangaroo Shield are canola oil and garlic extract, and then along with that we also mix neem oil for spraying on the plants. If you are not doing organic and if you want to do chemical farming, then in that case for the worms you can use Warlock. The key ingredient in that is imamectin benzonate. So those are the two options that you can use for worms. We are doing organic farming, so we'll take a spray of Kangaroo Shield and neem oil now immediately today. And also when you're doing organic, you have to take the sprays more frequently. So now also that because it's raining, we are taking the sprays every 7 days, and immediately after the rain, if it's like we took it on Saturday and it rained on Tuesday, then Wednesday we take the spray again, because we don't want we want to be more preventative than reactive with organic farming. I noticed another disease on the tomato plants. If you see the leaves, this one, this is called early blight. So if you have early blight or if you have black spot on your tomato plants, if you're doing organic farming, you can spray pen fluid. Pen fluid, the main ingredient is mancozeb. So you take a spray of mancozeb and it will help you with the early blight and also with the late blight and black spots. So that is also a spray that we're going to take on our plants. You see why these plants are having so much of problems? Because they were not tied. The moment the branch comes in contact with the soil and it rains, it catches fungus, it catches all sorts of disease, and it comes from the soil, the wet soil. That's why we have put a mulch. But as I told you, because the rain was too much, when the plant is this high, we should have tied it. Now it's overgrown, so we are doing damage control now. But it's a learning. We'll learn from this, and when we plant the new tomatoes, we'll make sure that these mistakes are not repeated. I'm here by my chilies, and I'll show you the work that we have been doing for the last 2 days on chilies. This grass, it's all because of the rain. So we have been cleaning all the patches of chilies and making sure all the chilies that are big are harvested. So you'll see piles of grass. So now we'll pick up this grass, put it on the side, let it dry, and then we'll burn it. And the ashes from that, we'll put it back in the soil. So that's how we reuse everything in organic on our farm. And you'll see these are mango trees that we have planted in the middle. This is a new plantation of mango that we have done. And there we go. This is how the patch of mangoes is looking. And in between the mangoes, we have planted chilies. Soil is still wet because of all the heavy rains that we have got. And I'm just going to put a little bit of coriander seeds and just cover it up. Wherever there's a dripper, and I'll make sure that the dripper is aligned here.